Joe Hayden said, quote, "If you scared, say you're scared. I don't give a damn who we play. Line it up," close quote. That's my first time cursing on television.
My dog.
So, Marcellus,
Rubbing off.
is Mike Tomlin. I was reading a quote. Okay, I was reading a Mom and Dad. I was reading a quote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got your mom the Louis or the Chanel and your daddy the Range Rover. What's going on? They gonna accept a little cursing.
So, Sam, is Mike Tomlin in danger of his first losing season?
Oh, it hurts me. It pains me to say this. Yeah. Not only in danger, I think it's gonna happen. Losing season. Strong, but look at this statistic right here, this nugget right here. Hate to do this to you, Mike Tomlin, because I know you're a historian in the game and you don't want to remind your players of this recent history, but I will. Steelers on paper have the toughest strength of schedule in the NFL this season. Let's go back to the last 5 years of teams that had the toughest strength of schedule and how it turned out for them. In 2020, it was the New England Patriots. They didn't need that damn tough schedule. They still weren't going to make it. And, of course, they didn't make the playoffs. Let's go to 2019, the Raiders. I don't know where they're in L.A. then, Oakland, Vegas, selling out Vegas already. They didn't make it. Let's go back to the 2018 Packers. Did they? Oh, damn, nope. Got their coach fired. He went on sabbatical, hiatus, all kind of stuff. Got his foot massaged, everything. 2017 Broncos. Did they? Damn it, no. 2016, okay, we got a squad. 49ers, tied with Atlanta. Didn't make the playoffs. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers are joining at least part of that conversation with the toughest strength of schedule. Here's the problem right here. It's not just the schedule is daunting. It's hard to get it going when you had a quarterback who's been wavering between retirement and playing for the last few years. You have a quarterback who, at the age of 36, goes on public record and says, "Yeah, I think I'm going to get in shape right now." What the hell, Big Ben? Like, talk about buy-in, talk about commitment. You're the leader of this franchise. So here's my toughest thing to buy into. It's the mindset of a team that's going to try and rebound from being 11-0, Acho. Then they lose 5 of their next 6 games. And then if you realize, hold on, 11-0 got us nothing, why should we go out there and what way should we shoot this in terms of getting our goal achieved? That's going to be the toughest part. We have a wavering, committed franchise leader with a team that looked ready to roar, but then it all came crashing down. That's a lot to respond to, a lot to rebound to, on top of the toughest schedule. Mike Tomlin, watch out. I think recent history might be your present history.
Sal, I don't think Tomlin in danger, big dog, but more than that, more than all of this, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for not cooking no books.
Oh, that's
I'm proud of you for, yes, because typically you would have omitted an important piece of information like 2016.
Yeah.
You said the Niners and the Falcons. They tied with the toughest strength of schedule. The Niners had a very bad season. The Falcons ended up in the Super Bowl.
They did.
So, if you're Mike Tomlin and you looking at recent history, I'm looking and saying, wait a second. The Falcons had the toughest strength of schedule. They ended up in the Super Bowl. Why can't that be us? If you're looking at Muhammad Ali when he's in his prime, but after he takes that first knockout, it's like, hey, Muhammad Ali's still a bad man. But wait a second. He just got knocked out. Why can't that be us? Tyson, a bad man. But wait a second. If somebody else knocks him out, why can't that be us? If I see someone else accomplish what appears to be the impossible, that's all I need, a little sliver, a little glimmer of hope. Why can't that be us? The reason Tomlin, though, truly isn't in danger, 14 seasons, so it ain't never happened.
Ever.
In worse situations. Remember, 2019, Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt. He starts off the year 0-2. Tomlin has to finish the season with Devlin Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph the last 14 games. And with those 2 quarterbacks, he goes 8-6. 8-6 with Rudolph and Devlin Duck Hodges. If you can do that, I would anticipate you can have a winning season with the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, even if he was contemplating retirement like he's been doing the last 4 years. Let's be real. But the other reason, if you want to talk ball, let's talk ball. The biggest deficiency the Steelers had was in the running game.
Facts.
Now, their offensive line ranked 31st in run blocking, so you can't have a great running game without a great offensive line. As defensive players, we both know that more than anybody. But Najee Harris is a far greater improvement than James Conner. Najee Harris is a far greater runner than Benny Snell.
Listen.
If we do believe that Alabama superstar first-round draft pick at running back Najee Harris is the dude he was in college, then the biggest deficiency the Steelers had was in the running game and their running attack. That will now be balanced. I don't think there's any plausible possibility that Mike Tomlin has a losing season.
Well, You started off by saying, why that can't be us? Because if someone knocked down Muhammad Ali, somebody caught Mike Tyson slipping, why that can't be us? I had coaches that were realists. They'd be like, because you ain't them. Simple as that. And then you bring up the Atlanta Falcons, which I brought up as well. I didn't cook the books, as you said. Did they have an MVP quarterback that year?
Did.
They did? Would you say it again?
They did.
Oh, they had an MVP quarterback. Is Big Ben going to win the MVP this year? I don't know, but I do know he ain't winning the MVP this year. You know why? Because Ben Roethlisberger is coming off a season where he had his worst passing yards per attempt, his worst passer rating since 2017, and his worst passing yards per game since 2012. And he's going to be 39 years old, and he's only 3 years old in terms of getting in shape. I don't think that that's going to add up for a team that has other issues as well. One of the worst offenses in the NFL over the final weeks of the 2020 season. Those last 5 games, we saw them in turn yards per play, 31st, third down, money down, 30th, yards per game, 27th. That's after going 11-0. Like, after you got this train rolling, y'all fall off like that. Now, they always talk about, and I hate to go birth certificate on someone like this. Oh, when they fall off a cliff, they fall off a cliff. This team fell off a cliff. And, yeah, Najee Harris is going to help them in the running game. How much is Big Ben going to help him in the passing game is the conversation. How much juice is left in Big Ben, and how much does this team really believe in Big Ben? Or is it medium Ben, little Ben to the team, the way that they saw him play? Be real about this. You beat the Cleveland Browns with your JV team when you weren't even trying to win and try to play that hard. Next time you see them, they beat you in the playoffs, and it's the Cleveland Browns. I don't know how you feel about teams you face, opponents you face. There were always a bucket of guys and a bucket of teams. I was like, I'm never losing to them. In college, for me, it was Cornell University. I know no one gives a damn, but I'm bringing it up. Cornell was not beating me. Why? My best friend went to Cornell and played football. And my other homeboy went there. Y'all ain't beat me. Now, we had a lot of other teams whoop us up and down, but y'all will not beat us. I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers saying, y'all let Cleveland get y'all in the playoffs? That's a statement, man. I don't know if they're going to rebound from it.
Let's go there.
Let's go.
Because this is the favorite parts of my show when we can really take y'all, the viewers, into the mind of the actual game. There are times when you look at your schedule and you know a team is just more talented than you.
Yeah, facts.
Now, you may have to say we got to play really well that day, score on special teams, maybe block a punt, kick return for a touchdown. But if you play your best and we play our best, you will beat us. When I look at the Steelers' schedule, it's only 2 to 3 teams that can say that, Sel.
Let's go.
If you're the Steelers, and let me first give y'all my example. 2014, I'm playing for the Eagles. We go 10-6 that year. We were fairly nice. But we were playing the Seattle Seahawks. Okay. And the Seahawks had Earl Thomas in his prime, Richard Sherman in his prime, Cam Chancellor in his prime, Marshawn Lynch in his prime adjacent. So I knew if y'all play y'all's best and we play our best, we cannot win this game. Now, I'm on practice squad, so I'm allowed to be a little bit more honest with myself than the players on the active roster. They just got to lie. You got to lie to kick it at that point. If you're the Steelers, I look at